I know that right now it's going to be pretty easy to get caught up in world events and to pay attention to constantly changing information. I'm Charley Mann with Great Legal Marketing. It is March 23rd today. I only say that to sort of pinpoint the date because the news is always changing right now as we're in the midst of the coronavirus outbreak. And I just want to reinforce the optimism that I talked about in a previous video. Ben and I have both had an opportunity to speak with lots of law firms over the last week, and the outlook is predominantly optimistic, especially among those who feel like they've put in the hours ahead of time to prepare for changes in business. Now, no one, of course, could have predicted what we're going through right now. However, having some stability in your operations, your marketing, your finance, or knowing some of that information coming in has been very helpful. Now, I really want to focus on you right now and not as much on your practice. We have a lot of resources coming out to help you out with your practice, but with videos like these, I really want to talk to you, the person, because right now a lot of us are dealing with fluctuations between a feeling of calm and panic. And I think we can all attest to feeling calm when we're not constantly absorbing news sources, when we've turned the TV off, when we focus on our families. But then inevitably the thought of owning a business, such as your law firm, kicks in and you start to get worried. Well, the good news is, first off, there are lots of reports coming out about the industries that they expect to really get hit by this, and law is not among those industries. I've said it before and I will say it again. Ben has said it before, he will say it again. The law is a very durable profession in times of economic downturn. There will be opportunity in this for you and your practice and your employees and your community at large. What I would encourage you to do is focus on the idea of control what you can control right now, right? So what can you control? Well, you can control the decisions that you make. You may not be able to control the decisions of your state lawmakers. You may not be able to control the decisions of the market at large, but you can control your environment. You can control what you are working on. You can control whether or not you're going to consume massive amounts of news, which I'm honestly, the only times right now that I really feel pent up and worried is when I let the news seep in, because the news, frankly, is not that interested in you as a business owner. The news doesn't really get the idea of what it means to be a frontline service provider, whether in this economy or any other. You are an important part of the economy right now and coming out of all of this. And that's not something you're going to see reported in the news. That's going to be things that you hear from me, from Ben, from other thought leaders in this space. And I would say seek out people who are providing you positivity and a feeling of opportunity in all of this, whether it is from Great Legal Marketing or in other spaces. We're really out there to help solo and small law firms, and we just want you to keep your mental health a priority in all of this. So turn off the news, focus on your family, focus on something you can control. Members are going to see things like how to publish a webinar marketing campaign that will help them prepare for economic prosperity, whether in the midst of this or on the other side of it. And yes, there will be an other side of this. You can already see pushback from small business owners who want there to be some more movement in the economy. And again, the law still needs to operate during this time. We may need to pivot, but in the midst of all of it, those who are actually taking proactive measures are the most likely to succeed now and then thrive later. And I don't want to just talk about surviving. Yes, surviving is absolutely important. If that's where you're at, if that's what you're dealing with right now, a feeling of survival, I understand that. But I want you to still think about determining what is success in the midst of all of this. So how are you defining success for yourself right now? What are the measures that you are looking at that help you say, okay, even in this, I can find opportunities of success? Is it, I'm finally going to get my book written? Something we talk about a lot through Great Legal Marketing, the importance of publishing a book to build authority. We call it and not us, but really Dan Kennedy has often called it the ultimate business card. Is this my chance to shoot some more video? Is this a chance to rebuild the way that my operations function with my staff's help? What can you do that will be a measure of success for you? And keep your focus on that more than anything else, because those movements, those are so important to you, important to your family, important to your team members, and ultimately they will be important to your community. So all lawyers out there, focus on what you can control. Abolish the constant barrage of news that is coming your way. Get it a couple times a day from just important news sources. You don't need to be watching all of the White House briefings. You don't need to be looking at the refresh on the Washington Post timeline where every 15 minutes they have some new thing to paint an even worse picture. And try and just find the things that you need to know. Is there a statewide condition that you have to know about? Is there a lockdown? Is there a stay-in-place order? And I think, by the way, lawyers are going to be really important in terms of talking about the constitutionality of some of these measures, but that's just my thought on it. So we are still actively building our community through great legal marketing. We're rolling out some new things for members. We are putting out some new resources for non-members as well. We just want to see solo and small law firms, the ones who take their opportunity seriously. We want to help see you through to the other side of this. Members, keep an eye out for additional information from us that will be coming your way. Several training courses that you'll be seeing. Non-members, we're going to publish some training courses for you as well. Some of the, how to learn the difference between traditional advertising and direct response advertising, which, by the way, in this current era, and this is another video that I'll do, direct response advertising becomes all the more important because it's so focused on return on investment as opposed to just large scale awareness. And getting a strong return on investment is critical right now. So in the days to come, in the weeks to come, the months to come, and ultimately in the years to come, you're going to be hearing from us, and we want to help you achieve health, wealth, and prosperity now and in the future.